anything. That's all I got for you. It's going to be a very hard game. Even a decent result is going to be impressive here for TYLOO. Let's start with a map. Let's see if they can take a map.
Yeah, let's start on Overpass particularly, shall we? TYLOO going for the pick. Trying to take a swing at Vitality, but having to do so off of what we know can be such a burden of a T side. What form are TYLOO bringing to the table here in Hong Kong? Time to find out, folks. Buckle in. Mezzy doesn't fear the fight to Fountain. Maybe he should have. Ooh,
don't peek anything.
The 90 damage gush back onto ZywOo as well. Certainly not going to be comfortable. You can see TYLOO try to charge this one down. G, the tip of the spear to get beyond the bathrooms. Flash popped and blind him. He gets surpassed by a teammate. And remember, ZywOo is just working with that 10 points of health. Another flash comes out. They try to elicit ZywOo's peek. Ooh, can't stop that bomb plant now, can you? Second player long gets popped by Mozia. And there's Mercury into the kill feed on the flank hold as well. So difficult place for Flamesy to try to piece together a clutch. And they're going to pounce on the reload. Here we go, TYLOO. Nice. Pistol round win on the T side. Now, just convert the damn thing.
I know. Convert the damn thing. Man, we've got lots of new hairstyles coming out over here on Vitality. I did a demo review on Jamyoung a long time ago. It was on Overpass. Best crosshair placement in Asia, I think, at the time. That's what I said. He has definitely shown some really good stuff. And he's been getting better and better, to be honest.
It's all just about doing it versus the very top nowadays for TYLOO. Talk about a team like Pain who kind of ended the first season of 2025 on a high note. TYLOO was winning over everybody back in Austin.
Yeah, we got some great photo. The G ice cream photo, that was a big one. Moses brought up that ice cream.
Yes, sir. Between them.
That was a major moment.
Chinese Counter-Strike on the rise on the coattails of Mongolia throughout this year.
Also on the merits of just putting together their, like, this is the best TYLOO, you know, player for player that we've seen on them forever. I mean, even from the perspective of just G, like having G join the team, it brings so much personality to this team like we've never had before.
And Lin Vision may have stolen the show back at Austin, but TYLOO also had their days. Bomb getting caught inside a connector is kind of weird here. Nobody actually helping out. Trying to finally come at Flamesy from the flank, but that bought just enough time for Apex to get into the middle of it all. Oh, and he does find the headshot onto G.
15
Sick
seconds.
reaction. Trait frags back, and Jamyoung killing ropz to pick up bomb and go for this sprint, but the ump is already locked in, and you know Mezzy's just gonna buy his time. Wow, the clock expires. What an awkward exchange inside connector.
He might die still. He's got to be careful. Oh, he dies after time. All that utility. Oh, my goodness. That is kind of unfortunate to happen this early in the game. Sometimes you get a death like that later on in a half, and okay, you can afford it. This one will hurt more.
It's the inability to convert, man. Been played. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's
I'm choking too.
It's the problem of the day. It's awesome. ZywOo looks like that one. Who's that guy? He looks like right now.
Be nice.
What do you mean, be nice?
Just making sure you're going to be nice, Launders.
I'm nice.
Okay. Got a nice guy over here.
Oh, I forgot. What's his name? Forgot his name.
Rob saying so nice. Steals Mozia off the back, and while the rest of this pack of TYLOO players starts taking a look towards A site, yeah, ropz is going to disrespect it. Knows that some space has kind of been given over, creates the space really on his own with the smoke. But by dying, creates a bit of uncertainty here. Mercury with an M4 trying to find a chance back into the round. You can go join Jam Young on long, put that bomb on the approach, but they get smoked off before they can really position close enough. Although Flash is here for Mercury to get him onto Apex. Both sides end up eating it. So an unfortunate piece of util that kind of puts the odds back into Vitality's hands. Flamesy's flank goes unnoticed, and this one just kind of dries up. A final attempt to knock down the doors of the A site, but
don't die after time again.
Once Mercury tries to plant, if he does so,
he's waiting.
Flamesy's letting that clock expire, and it's after time again.
2 deaths after time this early. That's tough. That's pricey. That's, you know, even the best team is going to suffer a lot from that. That's just so much value to lose. You lose the current buy, you don't get the rebuy in the next round. You have to go for that full reset. It just massively brings down your odds of getting a T side together. He looks like that one rapper, but I can't remember his name.
You know, that one.
That saucy rapper.
Ooh. I know you mean.
Ja Rule.
Snoop Dogg. See you later, Pistols. Made mincemeat by Mezzy and Flamesy. Uh-oh. There is a big momentum shift out of the gate here. And this could damn well be Vitality showing up in Hong Kong with a statement. Obviously, we talk about the hangover of a Fury of victory and whether that would hold them back. Didn't. Walked away with the win.
Yeah.
A Vitality that you just kind of kicked around in a grand finals.
They're angry.
Because we're talking about a Vitality that have gone up, what was it, versus 6 different opponents in best of 5 finals this year, has beaten all of them, barring G2 was the anomaly. And now Furia add themselves to that list. Like you said, this isn't a Vitality in a death spiral. This isn't a Vitality that's disappeared. They are still, across all of 2025, this year's best team, but they have also been on greener pastures.
Yes.
Now they're kind of standing in the mud. And if I know Vitality, they will want to get out of it as quick as they can. So and they're coming back at this event with a vengeance.
Like, it's all about context with them, because even the final versus Furia, like, look at the score lines. It was 3-0, but it was 3 close, very, very close games. It was an extremely good match from Furia, but it was way closer than a 3-0 would make it sound. And to be honest, Vitality have been pushed in almost every series they've played in a final. They've played against Falcons, Maus, even G2. All of their finals are going 5 maps, overtimes, comebacks, and everything.
That magic's starting to slip, and you know, you saw it when Yukindar won in Chengdu. First thing he did was throw up with the hand signs, 3-0, 3-0, because that's the first time that Vitality have been beaten that badly.
Yeah.
You know, G2 by the skin of their teeth.
It's funny though, because you see that and you think, Maus probably watched that and like, we could have done something like that. Like, we had a chance to actually win a couple of these finals.
So Vitality will be looking to take the path of least resistance back to that grand finals to try to beat whoever the hell steps forward into it. It's just funny enough that they would have to, if they beat TYLOO tonight, go through Furia for a spot in semis/quarters in a BO3. Kind of a chance at revenge with lower stakes first before they try to both fight for another title. Flamesy, dude, he's been given a lot of space to operate when it comes to short B, whether that was holding back the bomb inside a connector the first time clock expired versus TYLOO.
Yeah.
Now this time just happy to take an angle towards short pipe, and
it's just melted him down though, too. Oh.
Doesn't feel like TYLOO can get their way going. And if ZywOo takes his time with this, Doesn't need to. Bomb gets
No,
dropped.
don't die after time.
Time
though.
is going to expire,
Don't
and
let
Jam
him.
Young could die.
Okay.
ZywOo shows a little empathy.
That's Mercy, yeah.
Kills him. No, it was Mercury. Kills him before the clock expires.
Mosey?
And to totally derail this, the rapper you were thinking of definitely has to be Jack Harlow.
Yeah. That's the guy.
Yeah.
That's the guy. That's who ZywOo looks like.
Look at this open route for Flamesy. I mean, it's a shooting gallery down the pipe.
See, I was being nice.
Yeah, you were.
A nice guy.
It's never going to be easy taking a swing at this year's #1, let alone from the T side of Overpass, but TYLOO signed up for this party.
No, you've got to just like 1 or 2 bullets at a time. Make sure they all count at that distance.
Apex can't help himself.
Because when you spray at this, when you look at the spread on the wall back there, it's always so wide. But he's just looking for a random headshot if you can find it. Looks like.
Does let him get close, though.
This is nice.
Flash comes through. Flamesy turns in a panic. Mezzy with 1, Apex with 1, 3 kills back to the TYLOO favor, and guns to be picked up in the process.
That was nice. The lead off with the nade and everything. Gun gets dropped. Oh.
ropz is already in, though. And you know G's still sitting on default. He wasn't able to grab a better weapon. Tech9's in hand for the other 2, and Tech9's could still be enough.
ropz knows he's here, though, right?
Yeah, he's going to go for the wide angle, sits on the railing, falls down, and finishes this off. So considering the sudden pounce that came at Vitality, winning that one, holding it off, and moving forward with 1 on a 5-1 CT lead, I don't think Vitality will be too upset with how close that one got.
Yeah, but at least TYLOO can also be proud of it with the amount of guns they had coming into it, but not just because of the headshots, but how it just looked like it was dry run really well. The nade, the flash, it was seamless. They got the lead off. No one got clogged up coming out of the monster. And a good B exec is really hard to stop. I mean, there's no ceiling that can stop the flash. It's very hard to see where they're coming in from. Lots of good variations that you can bring to it.
Apex
spot.
looking to make up for that last round, takes the fight into connector. To hell with going for the wall bangs. He'll just take the heads up duels. Did he have to go for a third? You can be the judge of that. But he swings into the Opper, and that is TYLOO's chance back into this round with still 1:15 to play.
Yo!
Okay.
That was so nice.
Damn.
What was it about that it felt like it was almost off the scope?
Because
but it was...
even on the scope, the only thing we saw was a foot.
Yeah.
You only saw from the shin down.
Damn.
And it's sundown on long. Damn, ZywOo.
I need to watch that back 3 more times.
He's
I
not
can't believe it's not butter.
So very smooth. Don't die after time. ropz has got this one in the bag. Quick little execution to the back of Jam Young, and Vitality right back into control of the situation. Set up beautifully by Apex getting so aggressive in connector on his own.
Something about that just felt so sub-tick. Yo, oh, I mean, the bend of that end of the scope is so ridiculous. Wow. Oh my goodness. You know, it's the perfect counter to somebody holding the op on that line. Yep. That's exactly what TYLOO just tried to do, but you tried to do it to the Cyborg.
How foolish of you.
Wow.
Just like an AA gun, man.
That was awesome.
flak cannon to the attempt.
What's an AA gun? Is it a shoot
Anti-air
beer in
gun.
your mouth?
No, sir. No, not AA. An addict's worst nightmare. And TYLOO's worst nightmare now has just continuously been Flamesy inside of the short control. Every time he takes a look at this part of the map, he's coming away with 2 kills. We get a little rebuttal here in G and Mercury's attempt. And cut down to a 1v2 is not bad, but you won't find that connector flank.
Just don't die after time. That's all I ask.
Scary that that's sort of been the silver lining for TYLOO. Any round they lose where they don't die after time. But he has split up the CTs.
Yeah, maybe it's winnable. Maybe. Oh, if he could just figure this one out, though. No.
ropz doesn't waste a moment. You know, it's another one of those situations where you're left up in a potentially winnable 1v2, but you're up against ropz and you're up against ZywOo. And you've given them a chance to kind of solidify into their hold.
I mean, yeah, when you say it like that, it's the reason that this team has such a high floor, and their minimum is grand finals save. They've just got so many ways to win.
Their minimum is grand finals, and their real desire is a trophy lift in Hong Kong. Got to remind everybody else who's boss heading into the major. This has been the final boss of 2025. Triple nade stack into the B site, doesn't find the contact TYLOO would hope for. And so stuck sucking on a man disadvantage yet again.
There used to be this meme that, you know, teams are saving strats for the major, but in reality, you take any win you could, right? You'd always use everything you knew. And then, you know, we had Olaf pass and a couple of small things that were actually saved for the major, but oh, for the most part, that's too much of a liberty. But gee, okay, he's actually put ZywOo in an interesting spot. Outside the scope again, misses.
There we go. Capitalizing on a ZywOo miss and also sensing Apex's shenanigans inside of the bathroom. Now Flamesy's gonna have to come sprinting up. He'll be met by a Molotov by the time he arrives. And this is an excellent chance for TYLOO to get a second.
Solid setup here from G. And Jamyoung, obviously the workhorse for this team on a rifle. And with the money left over, are they gonna humor this retake? They're just gonna see if they can do some more economic damage. Yeah, attacker, you know, he's down to $0, still not got his first kill.
Sitting on this bomb to make sure that the defuse won't come through. That's 3 up for TYLOO. First time we really see ZywOo kind of frazzled, stuck between the 2 shots.
Yeah.
Misses the one up close on party, and they move forward with the momentum, not to mention, you know, bonus points. Hitting that spam on the smoke versus Apex.
Yeah. So this kind of does show you that an Opper is overpowered on Overpass with a teammate alive.
Right.
But underpowered without one. And especially when you're that pushed up. And so that was the only chance they had. They had to kill him without him getting a kill. They got that done with right away. So again, very nicely done from G to set that up. Attacker's having a tough day.
0-10. I wonder what his ADR is.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to know. It's always fun when it's like 6. It is, oops, going up 18. Didn't even turn red. Is that because of, that was just this round, I guess. No, that was because of HP. 18.
A couple more years, you'll figure this out.
Is that Owen 10 or Owen Wilson?
Wow. Drops the smoke to his right side. ZywOO's got support behind him, and Mezzi and ropz.
What? They're everywhere,
I
but
thought
not
there was
looking.
smoke front bathrooms, but they both walked through it.
Through it.
They literally walked through it, and ZywOO still manages to get away with one.
It's funny they walked through it, but didn't clear anything.
Whoa, site player down, but this nice wrap around from Apex only nets him a single kill, but the assist comes through on the Mezzi nade, dunked on for the last one.
Bit of a mistake walking through that smoke
And not
clearing it.
Yeah.
That's definitely a normal spot to be in.
Felt like they were in the process of clearing it, but a little too late. A little too little, a little too late. Don't want to say that's going to be the tale of this entire map, as TYLOO do still have a couple rounds to work with so far on this T side. But they are up against Vitality.
Yeah, man.
It is Vitality.
And it's always about form on the day.
Vitality's form has looked rock solid.
Mm-hmm.
Vitality have opened with 8 opening kills. Oh, they kind of came out right at that time.
Oh, let's see. Well, everyone looks like a genius on CT Overpass. TYLOO will get their turn. Attacker will be back.
As a defender.
The attacking side is over.
This is kind of where you're supposed to be good.
All bark.
ZywOO not going to depart just because the fire pops in front of him. Oh, flash is fantastic, though. Now ropz is in a pressured spot to provide something, but both your stars go down empty-handed.
I like how he, well, this is just a joke, but he didn't decide if he wanted to leave or shoot, and he did neither.
Yeah. That's not a very ZywOO.
You don't normally see that happen, yeah.
Usually he does both things correctly.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take it away from him, but I also want to say it hasn't been like the most comfortable half from ZywOO. You think about the time he got caught out on Party.
Yeah.
He gets a kill last round, but still kind of swarmed. This round as well, just kind of stuck between two mines.
Don't let this round go. There's some good utility damage coming in from the CT side. And the rotation. Oh, no.
This flank is huge. Apex gets it. flamez strikes one down, but now he's going to need the additional double. Oh, clean! Headshot to close. And TYLOO go up in smoke.
That flame burns bright. Wow.
All you had to do was cross. But not made easy by flamez.
Oh, that's, I mean, the spacing is, looks just fine if you're Mercury coming in right after, trying to put pressure on that second burst so it's not a continuation spray.
Wow.
Mercury has just killed ZywOO for the first time ever. Wow.
The first one's the hardest.
First time ever. Get the camera.
And this one's gonna go down smooth. Vitality, it seems. flamez back in with another multi-frag for the road. Final round of the CT side from Vitality on the brink of double digits. And again, dude, how many times have these fast flanks ended up costing TYLOO bodies? Mezzi, not a part of this round. It's ropz who gets the timing. And again, just G unfortunately dropped empty-handed. Mercury gets pummeled by that frag grenade. And Vitality come through comfortably with a 10-2 CT side. TYLOO wanted to take the challenge here to Overpass, and it started with a pistol, but an immediate loss and inability to convert means it's gonna be a tough one on the defense.
TYLOO, the bane of their existence.
resistance regionally. Jam Young taps into 3 and 4.
That's a clip, baby!
Unbelievable! Nedic still floating between positions.
They're not going to know he's here, but...
Kilopop so far slows down TYLOO for a second. Jam Young still has an activated top middle, and you know Muzio's going to be a little more timid because he's low health. Now cleared off that Tetris climb up. You've got damage done to the stairs player. Attacker is on the prowl.
And here's the lurk.
And he's bought up just enough time for Jam Young to eventually come through. He's still just single-handedly peeling these players off. Bomb's gonna have to get picked up at 15 seconds. This is a murder of a Mirage gain here from TYLOO.
He could have shot.
Just the right amount of cover. Attacker, 3 kills to his name. And he goes for the wall bang onto triple, dropping Regali to 60.
This is gonna be a late round. That's what they wanted.
And at nearly 20 kills deep at the end of this first half, Grim is giving it all he's got. He doesn't want this to be his final game in Austin. G left in this clutch, but it's Grim to beat. Defuse being held. G's hit the shot, and that is masterful from TYLOO's AWP. It's so close. Oh, they're going to come through with a bit of aggression to open up this map.
Oh my god.
Decisive strike over in mid. It's back and forth. We end up in this 2-on-2. JT steals himself away, hoping to be the difference maker, but gets toppled. Junior left in this, moves in into a lost site, bomb getting planted. TYLOO, how do they want to play this? Will it just be a case that they count down and swing together? Yeah, both out in the open now. They're given a chance to get into these post plants, and things get even harder for Junior. Attacker, 4 kills deep in the pistol. On for the ace. Swing from the pit, and Attacker gets all 5.
Around the corner into the swing. Lake able to find the headshot, but this grenade on Jam Young is still huge. We'll see if he can find a way to throw it. There it goes into the corner. And Lake's got to be careful, but he's just on the other side of it, barely touching it. HE on top, that'll surely get him. No, he's down to 8. How does he live through that? Going for the defuse, a full 5 seconds. He's not going to come off it either. Gets the headshot on Lake, and now he's ready. He gets another one onto Jam Young. An absurd clutch with 12 health sends them to a victory.
Flamesy is the man of the hour, folks. Finishes off that first half with an above 100 ADR. In fact, 129.3 ADR on the first half of Overpass. Add to that a beautiful clutch. And on top of it, the 9 opening kills that Vitality were able to find. It's no surprise that double digits secured on the first half of play.
And Attacker did finally get on the board in the last round. You might have missed it, but he got that kill. That make sure it just wasn't a totally dud half. But as you can see, obviously, it's not him alone struggling. And as a team, there were some issues. It's good to see G and Jam Young playing well as a start, for sure. And again, everyone can look like a slick genius on CT's side. TYLOO will get a chance to respond. They just need to win the pistol, unfortunately, to give us anything. So let's see if a tactic can get them through the hard part. Looks like they have the right idea, the right read.
Got the Berettas in the right spot.
They feel it's B. They don't have the full 4B stack, but
this flash, those Berettas, should be all she wrote. It's all about the timing. And it gets a little bit away from him. Players push beyond. Insta-kill for ZywOo on the attack, and he will not stop anytime soon. It's Apex with the counter flashes that make that entry look all the easier. And so G and Mercury tasked with a difficult 2 versus 4. Make it just G. Oof. Oh,
yo.
G Louise, 3 kills deep. It's now just him versus Mezzi. Just when you thought this one was over, the wraparound from Mezzi is just gross.
that's really annoying because what a moment that could have been for G, and so hard to read, a push through the smoke. GG.
ZywOo insta-kills. Oof. That was clean as need be. All right. That third one is nonsense.
Yeah, I thought these servers were vac secured. Yeah, but G's gonna need some help this game.
If you're TYLOO, you're just going to have to turtle up on this round. Doesn't look like they want to throw a risk out of the gate. They could go for this water aggression.
That is, oh my goodness.
Insta-kill from ZywOo.
He's getting more sharp by the rounds.
Yep. Yeah, I need a little runway to kind of get it going, but you know, ZywOo does what ZywOo does in that eventually he will find it. But still Vitality playing with fire here as we near the 30-second mark. The thing is, it's been ropz down towards this B position for the entire round. And they're feeling confident about rocking the boat back into this site. Utility continues to fall out towards long. ZywOo getting this kill. Look at that. Instantly leaving the B site with those frags. But they would have heard the door open wide, so Mozia's going to have to be the hero of this moment. 3 players come barreling out through Monster, and none of them get stopped. Anybody stopping that bomb could have just thrown this round upside down, but it's not going to happen. Great coverage across the board for Vitality. They will charge down Attacker. He'll find a kill for the road, but that is 10 map points to Vitality's favor.
Again, yeah, like they look a little bit better. And the key part of this, like, it's a longer rotation to get around a Monster. But if you know the CT has pulled back at all, it's easy to get people to peel off the right side of Monster. It's easy to get to peel off the wood wall. You don't have to show bomb to do that. And so this one comes down to the final seconds to get that bomb plant in. But as long as you know there was a real threat towards A in any capacity, you can be confident that you've cleared out this part of the B side. That's why they ran over there with the MP9 to try to stuff that choke point. But yeah. Map point music every single round here for TYLOO. 4 MP9s and a scout to defend here on Overpass.
Mercury floating out on his own, goes down with no answer, no real movement even out of TYLOO just yet, thinking they gotta go for the 4v5. Taking a look down the Monster pipe is Attacker. And that frees up the rotation towards A, but still Vitality take their time. Oh no, through the smoke. Apex at this distance as well. Attacker going down like that draws Jamyoung back down towards B. They've left options open with Flamesy still up towards the bathrooms, but B site's gonna get overwhelmed and trying to take a chunk out of Vitality on Overpass. You gotta respect the challenge. Unfortunately for TYLOO, they have come up damn near empty-handed. It was a pistol win in the very first round that didn't get converted. One round beyond that sprinkled in. And Vitality's T-side flawless. So we go 13-2 as Vitality are looking to pick themselves up and dust themselves off after losing the Chengdu Grand Finals. They want a chance at revenge versus Furia, and one more map versus TYLOO will indeed lock that in.
They showed us a lot about what we're going to get today, it feels. We're going to see something surprising. Maybe Overpass was going to be interesting, but It's nice to see Vitality like in control kind of all the way through.
Yeah.
Also, as kind of, maybe that's boring for some people.
No.
Still,
It could have been boring.
it could have been
If
boring.
it was the first half of 2025. But
Yeah.
now it's a Vitality that showed its underbelly, that's lost an event or two.
Right.
And suddenly, this form of Vitality is a good thing if you want those supreme playoff experiences, because that's what we're playing for here. A quick road to either semis or quarters. Winners of this go up versus Furia to decide who starts where in the playoffs.
Vitality's last goal this year is to beat Astralis' record in terms of tournament wins. Still got a couple to go.
Only a couple left. Ooh, fast move by Mezzi. Good challenge from Mercury out of the vent. That's going to turn the attention of Vitality back for a second. He even ends up with a second kill himself. Mezzi, though, still thriving. Backside, he hangs on for dear life as G gets pushed down through the squeaky door, and Apex is going to have to come through main to scoop that bomb back up. Ooh, this is a wild one.
Whoa, it's Jiwoo.
Oh, Mezzi, you're a kill.
Yo, excuse you.
A victim, in fact.
Wow, clearing that. He's a genius.
Now Apex hanging on to the single door. G announcing himself as he sprints down. Swings it wide. Apex point blank on the hold. Oh, he gets popped. Apex
You just
wins
love that.
out. And that one is a tough one because another moment where TYLOO get that close.
Ah, yeah, you do. And it's tough. I feel bad for G. He played really well. Actually, you know, he was a bright spot on Overpass.
Yes, sir.
And that was actually such a solid attempt. I can't believe he figured out where Mezzi was.
Yeah, I thought Mezzi had him dead to right.
Yeah, that was fair. That was a fair call, totally. Like,
This kill right here.
oh, that was just
But he was
so
ready to
great.
clear it.
And yeah, even here, he's playing with the door, but he has a thought that there could be someone close left. Smart guy, that G.
Fast vent dive for Flamesy. That was weird.
Yeah, that was
Who's in
weird.
there?
I think he just went to the wall, and then it looked like, I don't know.
There's some weird stuff going on.
I think they
down
were
there.
sharing a tin wall for a second. An aluminium wall.
Flamesy on top of the ramp rotation, so already kill in his back pocket. And a bomb plant as well. This one came down real quick.
Yo.
G with the headshot. Sits Apex down.
Jiwoo, man.
Get a little revenge for the 1v1 clutch that Apex picks up on top of him. So it's all about hanging on to that FAMAS Scout, the upgraded pistols that TYLOO came into this one with. It's a just rinse and repeat type situation. Everything happens so fast. You end up losing an additional CZ75, but so be it. Just happened so quick that that bomb was down on B. And not just down on B, but then also Flamesy pressing his luck into the bottom of ramp as well. It's like, not only have you already lost the B site, but the fastest avenue of a rotation already has Flamesy standing on top of it. So there was a lot of conviction behind that move from Vitality in the second round.
Yeah, Ventrop's always something that if you're ready for it, it's real easy to stop. If you're not ready for it, you just gotta think about something else. You don't go for a late defense of that. Just gotta let it go. Mercury, let's see if he gets cleared. He's up here pretty early. Oh, that's nice.
Lineup is massive. They just stuck on top of one another. Apex and Flamesy joined at the hip, get put down. And it's a lot of damage on ZywOo as well, who eventually gets the trade, but at what cost? We've got another vent play. Hello!
Oh, that's big. I mean, okay, the bomb's in a spot where it's got to cross too, and G's watching. So Mezzi's other option is to go back to lobby and expose himself to pushes and go ramp. G has a chance to cut this off, but I wouldn't blame him if he leaves too.
Yeah, he's
like,
starting
you just
to.
don't. You wouldn't expect the bomb to be this late. He's in hell though. He's still watching it. Still being smart about this, but it's got to be an insane shot here. Oh, he's just
as
missed the
he
timing.
repositioned-
He's missed that. That's unlucky.
Oy. That's going to be a tough one to accept. Don't watch back the demo. It'll leave a sting that you were that close to holding it off. So Mezzi cautious, as he should have been that entire time, but Leave it to Mezzi to find that perfect timing and a third consecutive round out of the gate that comes with it.
But what you don't know can't hurt you. She doesn't realize
True.
how fate could have changed.
Let's all just stick our heads in the sand.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Chance to rack up some cost here.
I love it.
ZywOo's not feeling too safe. But his teammates have got him covered, and so they will keep majority. All three stand here for Vitality after Mezzi was bailed out of that sketchy outer spot.
So where's Apex for you all-time great IGLs?
He's up there in the conversation.
I mean, he better be.
Yeah, 100%. Top 5, absolutely.
Top 5, so brave.
Top 5, absolutely. Top 3, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, top 3. It is hard to say
See what
exactly
Fallen does
where.
in Budapest, you know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, no joke. There's competition for everyone.
Kerrigan, Fallen, Apex?
Yeah, competition
Apex,
for Glaive.
Kerrigan, Fallen?
Just forget about Glaive entirely.
Who?
Oh my gosh. The disrespect is insane.
The guy in the ends bench? God, that hurt to say out loud.
Wow.
I take it all back. That's why I said top 5.
Yeah, Budapest will make it very interesting.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about four majors for Apex, maybe? Is that right? 2?
Yep.
And then if it's Fallen,
Whoa.
dude, everyone's getting there. They've got cabinets.
But what if it's Kerrigan?
That's 2 majors.
Whoa. Out of nowhere. All right. Buckle up. We got...
We'll have to see about my pick'ems.
Sure.
It's going to be Kerrigan if you want me to curse FaZe again.
FaZe Silver, FaZe Silver. I'm working with a psychopath.
It don't sound like that.
Nice flash in for Jam Young. Just plucks Mezzi off the back line of that group up. It's crazy to me that at 25 seconds, the only thing Vitality have going is this ramp hit, especially
It's actually weird. The bomb, yeah.
Yeah, just left that bomb, huh?
Wow.
That was Mezzi's death, I think.
You're calling this a top 5 called team?
Well, Apex
They
wasn't...
can't even plan. They don't even know the
Apex
bomb's
was
there.
not part of that pack. They just left that bomb behind when Mezzi died. They still don't seem to know it.
Is this the worst Vitality round of the year?
It could have been.
If anyone else makes this move, it's just slightly silly, but ooh.
Mezzi goes down to the back. Bomb never cuts around that corner, and you may have taken the ramp room, but there's nothing there for you. So first gun round for TYLOO, first round win for TYLOO.
That's nice by Jam Young. Gets that find.
Yes, sir. Third round of the series for TYLOO. Map down. Oh.
So it's like watching a cat fall off the bed.
Still lands on his feet, still gets up again. Not the smoothest instance for Apex.
All right. Love that wrap. That's beautiful on Mosey. And oh, Mercury will blow that open himself.
Yes, sir.
Smart move.
Still had just enough cover there for Flamesy to get away with a kill, but at least there's no double down from Flamesy. However, total silent cross outside beyond that. It's going to be G on high alert. Throws himself into the bomb site instead. Does that pull them back? Bomb starting to peel away. Apex leads this rotation upwards instead. And right now, it's banking on ropz being able to find some kind of successful exit from this hut.
They're playing ramp too long, I think. They've got a very strong split here, but they're just, yeah, they're super convinced that it's lower still. And that's why they've left Mercury over at ramp. Oh, but this just kind of ruins the A site.
Yep.
A risk they couldn't take. A good call here for Vitality. But I think in their brains, it was the only one they could make. The only move they could go for.
ropz gets cleared by Mercury, at least here on the flank, so pressure back onto the A site. No pressure to come in from heaven fast enough to stop that plant, but it will be part of the retake if they send it in.
Top Hut's crazy. They don't know if it can be a heaven retake.
Completely smoked off as well. Apex plays top hut.
How's Mezzy watching that?
Trying to set it up with the flash, and Mezzy gets popped in the process. Dodging the flash is Apex. He goes down without a kill, and it is TYLOO to stick the landing
Nice.
on the retake.
I love that. I mean, it looked like a little risky when they walked into HUD and died to ropz, but they still had a player up, and yeah, they had everything covered outside of it, so in case it was a lower hit, they would have been solid. In case of retake, they had the numbers to pull it off.
It's a 4v5 round win for TYLOO. That's huge.
Yeah.
Catching this lobby frag felt like everything. Mercury, big impact on the retake. His words, not mine.
What's it mean?
Go get the translator, buddy.
You're my AI translator.
Attacker, another rough first half. Still plenty of time to pull out of this one. G alone on ramp, leaning all the way back. He's got 4 players grouped up coming his way.
I trust in G.
Especially now that he's got the support of the Hell Rotate. At least temporarily. It's kind of a back and forth situation right now for TYLOO.
They're going to try to overstress his rotation here with this outside presence. As ZywOo can find anything to turn someone around. There it is.
AK picked up by the second man in. ZywOo down with nothing outer. Yeah, Jamyoung here to help out wonderfully.
Oh, headshot through the box.
Nasty stuff from the back of the ramp.
Wait.
Apex a little late to the party, scoops it all back up.
I need to see that back. What? Yeah, he's toying with him.
And it's perfect.
That's great.
Works out wonderfully for G, who somehow gets that wall bang. Let's cue it up.
Yeah.
First shot easy.
Oh, yeah, right. It was the fat side of the box.
Gross.
My God.
Gross wall bang. Okay, that's going to inspire you. If you're G, that's feeling like your game is online with a round like that.
But it was online on Overpass as well. He was like 15 and 11.
Yeah, which
even though they
wasn't
only
enough.
got 2 rounds. So I think he needs some teammates, man.
Well, he's got 4 of them. But one of them still has 0 kills. TYLOO finally feel like they're in this game. Never had that feeling when it came to Overpass. But a 3-3 tie early on map 2. A blossoming economy. And a couple individual heroics across the board. That's a recipe for a solid CT side. This round's been very quiet. Playing ahead of the smoke, but unable to get the better of Mosia.
Nice.
And his cover comes through. Attacker serves up the distraction. Mercury finds the 4th kill of the round, and what a stop of Vitality in this one.
Wow, go off, man. That was some beautiful rifle work from Mosia.
They could not buy an entry into this upper site. The attacker swoops down on top of the 3rd just in case the shot was missed. Not the case.
So after one sort of like sloppy round from Vitality where they left that bomb back, they haven't really picked up since then. Another eco now. TYLOO to set a streak up. They're buying attacker time to get back in the game. Oh, this is tough. No, maybe it's not, actually.
Mezzi's there. And attacker's gonna find Sanctuary backside covered by G up above. Last man remains as Apex, and the activity here from Jam Young is gonna put that final nail in the coffin of round 9. This is a TYLOO now leading 5-3. CT side of Nuke.
So good.
Starting to go well.
Well, it looks like we're vague posting a little bit just about, you know, generalities and emotions and communication and stuff like that. That's, you know, that's like we're going back to fundamentals now. And it makes sense. Vitality, they have a full game plan, they have a full map pool, they have all the tactics in the world they can draw from, all the individual plays. It is going to be the most trite, high-level, simple advice that's going to get you there in the end for them. It's reminding yourself. To keep the ideas flowing, to talk to each other, to look for momentum. I think is the only word I heard.
And breathe.
And breathe.
Which is really an automatic process, but do it with some mindfulness. Maybe you get your way back into this game. There's a lot of smokes outside, but with a high post above those smokes, standing on the roof of Garage, it's going to free them up to come play in anticipation of this commitment. Uh-oh. Attacker, yeah, is right. Tries to look away from it, ends up getting bulldozed. Luckily, yet again, it's Mozio with the multi-frag towards that door. No hunt. Animal! Now we're talking about teammates. This is no longer just G's op online. You've got impact across the board. Multi-frags in multiple places.
That's wild. That was a full house between them. That was such a fantastic squeaky door hold for Mozia, and then Jam Young somehow tops that.
Comes through main with fire at his feet.
And you know, in like Chinese CS, you would always see the peak individual moments like that, but you never saw it with the structure. Now you see it with the structure, and it looks even better.
TYLOO 6 straight, folks. Vitality clumped up by Squeaky, trying to go for the vent dive. Multiple bodies down. G could get overrun. Oh, he will, and offer to op over. Do they get in position before others rotate down? ropz holding the further the doors, tries to go out to support that bomb. Jam Young takes a look at sight. First piece of cover goes down in Apex. You got a Tech-9 stuck back sight and an op smoked off.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Recovering within it, Mezzi actually finds his. And that gives space soon enough for ropz, but control taken over by the retake already. ropz is gonna end up finding Mozia. Second player behind him still in ramp, and no, it wasn't a control climb up, but just a rafters walk instead. That player now taps bomb. That's gonna burst ropz back to the scene of the crime. Door gets closed in front of him. In the thick of it, they come away with the defuse, playing for the round win as this half is starting to get wrapped.
I love that. He really had his arm out for that door. I can't believe he was able to push it back from where he was standing, but that's what he needed to prioritize. That was his best line of defense. Like, he used that thing as a shield. That was well played with the time as low as it was. ropz is always a threat when he's got that op in play, so I think they did a good job of dealing with that situation. I like the push from Jam Young in to start the retake early. They let Vitality win that. They get way too excited. Another vent drop, successful, but on an eco. I don't think so. TYLOO aren't the one running through timeouts right now.
Just gets away with it, but this deep into the half, that's all you need. Couple rounds for the road.
in CS3, they're going to randomize 6 digits. You got to put them in.
Have to play with a numpad.
Yeah.
Mezzi's gonna have all his on the mice. Attacker locked into the corner here as Mercury's got fire down beneath him.
I love it.
Burned by half, and still it is headshots for Mercury.
I love it, man. He comes in to help Attacker. He takes a deep angle, and you can't shoulder swing that. You have to commit to spray to him, and he's got a better fight than you, so it was worth it. Every little bit of HP.
ZywOo's got an op duel queued up here inside of lobby. G trying to overstack that bomb. Good angle and will not miss the shot. So ropz a bit late to the party. No longer teammates to work with. Loses a quarter on the first fight. 3 to go. And it's a great distraction to set up Mercury for another one. Triple kill Mercury as he comes running and diving into the ramp room. Again, no half measures. If you're going to sign up for that fight, then fight the entire time, and that he does. 3 kills for it.
Oh, guys, let's organize, let's take the bomb site properly, etc. We don't have to... we're trolling right now, guys, I swear.
Damn. Yeah, that was definitely a disappointed Apex. It's a quick start, but since then it's just been amazing moments for TYLOO, nothing else really. Looks like G's got his team.
That's really what we called for after Overpass. He was there as well in the first map, but now surpassed by both Mercury and Jamyoung. Still a CT side that lies ahead for Vitality, but a 4th round much needed, as it has been a total momentum shift since that 3-0 Vitality start. Flamesy doesn't trust this garage, but it feels like he's going to be tasked to wrap through smoke. And he exposes himself on the edge of it. Fizzling out our Vitality as this T-side's gone on. You said you wanted to take that bomb site with protocols, but I mean, trolling is the word Apex used.
And then he didn't really finish the comm either, so it's sort of, half an idea. There's definitely a lot more going on. 20 seconds, but they are in the site. If they walk up onto this Attacker, he's been having a struggle.
Yeah, but they line up right there. Bunch of damage done on Mezzi. That's Mezzi with a 2nd kill this round alone. 2 players inside of the vent. Oh man, they could jumble this.
They're not going to flash, it looks like. Oh, this is a big risk if they just want to double up the vent.
Mezzi tries to reposition. G is going to take position in heaven as those flames burn out. 2 players still to emerge out of this vent. It is not a comfortable exit. Beryl even gives a warning over to Apex, and the 2nd player doesn't come out immediately, but the heaven player's down, and a turn
No way he won that.
Jamyoung towards the corner. Puts Mezzi on ice. No business winning that one. No business making this 9-round comeback of a CT side.
British player. British player. How does it make you feel, man?
It's fine. It's
British
great.
player.
That's all I need to be known for.
British player. You ever get used to it?
No.
No. Cheers.
Cheers.
British player. What's Mezzi about?
In the UK, I don't know, we do this thing where you just add a Z to, like, my last name's Merriman, and just call me Mez or Meza.
Meza. Yeah.
Meza. And then
Great.
I changed the name because the Asimov in-game, I called it Mezimov.
Does the Asimov creator know that?
No.
Have you told anyone that?
No.
Chicken shot first. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
There we go. Can you do American accent?
I don't want
Can you
to...
just say, like, can you just say what this is?
bottle of water.
I'm letting you in the country.
Thank you.
You got through. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. When's Asia going to be the #1?
Asia #1?
Yeah, you think Asia can be #1?
Yeah.
You ready for some long flights?
I'm not a fan of the long flights.
What's your least favorite part of the job?
the flights?
What are you gonna do after you retire?
Maybe go to an office job or something.
An office job,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Use my degree that I spent so much money on.
What's your degree?
Accounting and finance.
Can you do Canadian taxes?
I can try.
Ask Grok.
Grok, ChatGPT. ChatGPT is my best friend.
Your best friend?
Mm-hmm.
Even more than Flamesy.
He introduced me to this best friend.
Why did he? What did he ask?
Just advice, emotional support. ChatGPT
Has it helped?
What's the point in having Jack, our performance coach, when you have ChatGPT? But I think he did a great job with Flamesy.
That's kind of scary. I heard about that.
It's taken over.
They can't take my job though, right?
What do you do?
I talk.
You might be fine.
Would you ever talk one day?
Do they pay well?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Maybe you replace your job with ChatGPT. I replace my job with you.
Where does that leave you?
Why would I do that? It doesn't pay that well. Where does this rank? Out of 10, what do you give this?
This would be a 9 out of 10.
Where would you rank your daughter's birth?
A 10 out of 10, for sure.
Where would you rank your wife? You can't use numbers you've already used.
11 out of 10.
11 out of 10. Smart man. He's gonna last a long
She
time.
taught me well.
Nice. Okay.
10 wasn't good enough before.
I think I feel closer to you.
I'm feeling that energy as well.
You wanna do it again?
I would love to.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
5 opening kills for Vitality and only 3 rounds converted in the mix. 3 of the first 3. That's right, a 9-round streak ran back by TYLOO. What should have been a 2 versus 1 close on this final Vent Emergence, but check it out, folks. Jam Young whips it over towards Mezzy. Nice! And that is gonna leave a sour mouth in sour taste
in that mouth.
in Vitality's mouth. Not what they were looking for a close. Even just 1 for the road would have bode well, but of the 3 rounds, they put a bomb down after the first 3 rounds of play. It's all retakes for Jam Young and co every step of the way. His teammates have emerged here for the second round in this series, and it's just, as Apex put it, been trolling on their behalf.
Well, Smart says they don't need them. They don't need these T rounds, so. And TYLOO don't need grenades. They're coming in with absolutely nothing here on T side, running it lower, right into Mezzy. Full force.
It's gonna go down with nothing. ZywOo gets gushed in the process. ropz starting to lean back. Vent nearly shut down, but Flamesy swoops in for the trade frag fast. 2v5 turned 2v4, and G's not wasting this chance. Now we're talking about a Vitality that's getting dumpstered.
Yeah, they're getting smashed. This is, I mean, yeah, only needing 3 rounds is one thing, but it's different when you get the voice comm and you see them like one of the worst rounds we've seen from Vitality, where they're not aware where the bomb is. They're slow to move into the site. It's not like them. Overpass was great.
Overpass also started with a 10-2 lead.
Yeah.
No such luxury for Vitality here on map 2.
So happy for G, though. He's playing out of his mind versus Vitality right now.
Sir, he's got teammates around him as well. Muzia even catching up to the pack at the top. It's been a rough series for Attacker, but if everybody else can kind of put in the heavy lifting for now, then we'll go map 3 and see if he can just reset between them. For now, it's going to be Mezzy to offer a bunch of space over as they approach through Trophy. trying to figure out where he is with the utility, but nobody's put a nade on Mezzy just yet. Will they write off this threat? They keep looking. Yeah, nicely covered here by Mozia. So he gets dinked in the process, which is a valiant effort out of Mezzy, 5-7 only. But a smoke to give them all that space. Does Flamesy throw the Hail Mary? Oh man, back's turned to him. And he's not able to get that second one. Apex will finish off what was started towards the ramp. It is man advantage TYLOO, but it's not an immediate bomb plant. They take their extra second. ropz gets closer off that timing. ZywOo finds the kill upstairs.
Clean headshot.
And ropz is gonna have players kind of pinned in, but they will fight their way through the double doors opened. Very aware of that looming threat of ropz. And now ZywOo on the scene for the clutch.
Can't
no
find
kills.
this. Yeah.
And time ticking already.
It's basically impossible. ZywOo gonna have to cast a spell here.
There's the first on attacker. G back to the double doors.
Yeah.
But G playing fantastically at the moment, and ZywOo not having the tools for the job. Tries to stick around for damage. Bomb could pop. Yeah, doesn't get away with it, but so be it. It's 5 down both sides, and yet another round TYLOO's way.
Yeah, it's hardly a win to even get those kills in that spot. I don't think TYLOO mind. They won the round. Like, converting the eco, however you can do it, is going to be a massive success, I think, mentally and emotionally in this game. To pair with the lead. Good second half start. I mean, this is going to turn into one of Vitality's worst nuke losses at this rate.
ZywOo from the vent fake to the outer hold. Wall of smokes goes down. ZywOo gonna try to fight this. Wow. Okay. Jamyoung falls into the crosshair. And somehow ZywOo walks away with a kill, because he could have damn well gone down empty-handed.
Depending on if Vitality get another round this game, it'll be tied for their worst nuke loss. So Falcons at EWC also beat them 13-3. But that's not guaranteed. Thing is, this is the best chance for that to happen. The buy coming in right now is it's tough. These FAMASes, no utility, no kits.
Taking their time, though, and separating. G, get that gun out. Oh, it gets pounced on. That's the bomb dropped.
Oh, they don't get the trade. Oh.
Flamesy trying to fluster it. Does still give time for TYLOO to go either direction, but you've got players on positions either side. Mezzy, it's a one and done. Heaven support's good, and it's going to be ropz to make that difference. There's the fourth for Vitality.
That actually does make it different. That was actually the round that would have just allowed them to crush and close this game instantly. But now, because Vitality win it, having a bit more money than the last, we'll have to see. They got 5 kills in the round previous as well with that ZywOo scale kill, which I thought wasn't going to have much of an impact. Now it looks like it might. It would be so silly to say that suddenly TYLOO are in trouble, but you know, they might have to face the reality of, okay, let's see, 4 more rounds if they blow this next one. And sometimes it is that emotional component. You let your opponent think that this was just the first thing. This is all they needed to do. They just need to get this one on the board after shoving all in every round. Yeah, not enough to buy back after those 5 deaths on the NT-Eco.
Still force them down with what they can. 1 smoke, 1 molly, 1 flash left. Did they make use of this wall? It gets popped open first. Mercury could try to get over, but it's going to be heard. Oh my god,
Oh.
Apex dies to the P250.
That's the guy you want to get, right?
Cut the head off the snake.
Yeah, I mean, full tilt death right there.
Blinded MP9,
Oh
Tech
my
9 gets
goodness.
its next one. Somebody's got to be the hero, and it is not happening. ZywOo will deal with the threats outside. It opens a door for Mezzi to dive vent, but he doesn't know just how dangerous this could get. Just how deep TYLOO could go.
He's thinking about it.
Bomb plant on the Astralis side. Planter out there in the open. He's waiting for the coverage to be offered up. This is taking time for ZywOo to get downstairs, and G's gonna press his issue up against the door, closes it in Mezzi's face.
He's getting squeezed.
G gets just run through on Mezzi. And now ZywOo's gonna need an ace,
No way!
and that's denied. TYLOO take a 12th with a P250 kickoff over towards Secret. Vitality are getting dismantled at the moment.
They're getting smoked, man. Oh, that's so crazy. But the fact that it wasn't just that one kill, it's his flash lands square, perfect. Into Mini, full blind, no chance to fight back, and then G. Look at this pop-off. He's laughing.
It's a man who can't believe his luck. Because there's no way that you can beat Vitality 13-4, right? It's one thing to rob away their map pick, but the fact that this is a 13-2 loss against TYLOO into a huge lopsided recovery. I wonder where they would have put the odds coming into this second map themselves, TYLOO. 5-7 collects another one. ropz trying to keep it going on the ramp, but that is where his luck runs out. One kill to his name, one to ZywOo. It's the players from the bottom of the board that are going to have to pick this one up if Vitality have any fight left in them here on Nuke. M4 in Apex's hands, watching his teammate screen, comes out through the smoke to his death. Trade frag from Mezzi is only there for one. A total domination of ZywOo and friends here on Nuke. You can barely believe it. They can't laugh this whole thing off because you've got a real chance to send Vitality down to that lower side of the group. Inferno to decide this one, folks. Vitality's recovery, much needed now. Formula, and they didn't really let Vitality back into that game. In fact, ending it
And if he's
disadvantageous by, it just goes to show that Vitality are frail tonight.
If he's copying Molodoy's gym routine, then it all makes sense. Such a great series so far. The G stands for gym.
We'll give it to you. TYLOO picks CT side for map 3. No brainer. A lot of utility pressure on Apex. He's spamming that Glock away, cut off from his teammates. They better go all in A. Into the bracket, crossfire. ropz responds. 2 headshots from ropz, and ropz alone with a bomb plant and still some space before TYLOO's reinforcements arrive. It's one inside a library, added now a second. No alternative path into this retake. It's gonna have to be 3 players strong on the moto push. ZywOo concerned about apartments, but he will soon find out there is nobody coming from this direction. Mercury and Jamyoung hit the ground. And it is G and G alone. Confirms ZywOo up in the apartments. Bomb beyond the halfway point. And no kick for him. It's gonna be Vitality with a pistol. But a Vitality pistol and 3-0 start wasn't nearly enough on Nuke, so don't get ahead of yourselves just yet.
That is kind of wild. It ended up being 4. And so, yeah, there's just the bottom 3 new losses so far for Vitality. Their worst was to Falcons and EWC. This would be the second worst. Again, crazy that it's TYLOO. Not crazy when you see how well they played. And we had lots of good things to say. As much as there were negative things to say about Vitality, there were great things to say about TYLOO. A lot of the plays on an individual level, I wouldn't say it was the depth of the strategy or anything super tactical, but they put it together on a CT side, so it was like, you know, their mini holds. It was G outside. It was some cerebral individual decision-making that really closed out these rounds. But the fact that they can have individuals that can beat out Vitality cerebrally is kind of unbelievable to think about on its own. So, yeah, the 3-0 start wasn't enough. Man, imagine they did get that 3-0 start and just got 13-0'd instead.
Ouch. Sure, it feels nearly just as bad. But you got to shake it off moving into this one. And from Banana into an all-in brackets, Vitality are going to find short side open for the taking. No contest to be offered up as this 5-7 MP9 hold is smoked off. Yeah, you've chosen the proper avenue of attack, the path of zero resistance.
All guns saved. They don't even want to cause any deaths for themselves. And 3 MAC-10s won't even have to shoot bullets. They don't want to. It's a clean round here for Vitality. But TYLOO happy to run it back with all their armor as well.
TYLOO have the worst 5 versus 4 conversion rate on LAN Inferno the past 3 months. Ow.
That could be a problem
That could be.
if it wasn't a special day.
Yeah, it does feel like we're kind of in a bit of an anomaly. A Vitality coming off of a Grand Finals loss. TYLOO rebounding from a blowout on their map pick, only for Vitality to suffer the same fates. Feels like we're operating off the stats page, but we'll keep that one in mind. Everything saved, no harm, no foul for TYLOO in the last round. Can they get anything going this time? Would maybe help to have the other half of brackets held.
Now, this won't be a map like Overpass where you can sit and wait at Vitality. It's too easy for Vitality on T side to get the info they need to pick the right site. I don't expect them to make the mistakes that you see sometimes on Overpass where you're flying blind, clock comes down too much. They're just too organized on this map. So TYLOO will have to do a little bit more than just playing a 3-2 with 5-7s. The minimum you can do this and have it Banana re-smoked perpetually. Jamyoung's at least got one more. That looks like they kind of want to let him in. Might not be the worst thing in the world, but if it's a full exact. We got the bomb coming back down to mid. Oh, that's...
Jamyoung going through. Tried to.
That was so nice from ZywOo. Wow.
Plug the threat of the SMG, goes one better and then follows suit. Solo B entry in ZywOo deals with the stack. Bomb in tow, easy does it.
So effortless, but yeah, like...
He got a problem solver. ZywOo in and of himself.
He's just he's on that front edge of the smoke. He knows that he can already see a little bit. He comes out, gets the info on the first guy, doesn't get tunnel vision, stops the CT push. He knows they're gonna try something like that. And it's just so well handled. That's the thing, though. Like, you can't hope the other team's going to be bad versus those full execs. That's just not going to happen. If Vitality get car control, you can have 3, 4, 5 players stacking B. It won't matter. So, TYLOO are going to need ideas to really convince us that this will be like Nuke.
Bullets perfect for the last one. It's good to know ZywOo had the support, but just didn't need it. One-man army for round 3's win. Vitality, here it is. Back-to-back maps with a 3-0 start. Surely, this time, they hang on to it. Again, pressure out of the gate. ZywOo just taking that fight into Banana. Mozia trying to post up on the angle. Trade is right there for the taking. Still good damage. Mezzi having to deal with half his health bar dropped. Utility blanketing the entry routes. Mercury's gonna get flushed out. Yeah, great pressure here from Vitality to keep it on thick. G's gonna clip ropz and try to flank down middle as the bomb looks to run towards that vacant B bomb site.
They keep mollying pushes and being a little aggressive. This is gonna be a whole host of problems for TYLOO.
Still have to be cautious about it. Flamesy smoking off spawn. But yeah, you can see the willingness to just kind of pounce on those moments between either ZywOo getting first blood or the trade from Mezzi, or then the Apex push into pit. So the pressure stays on in the 4th round of Inferno and the 4th round win of Vitality.
You see a stat like that, you know, with the 5v4s being a big issue. You think maybe they need to run it down mid a couple more times. But you don't look at a stat and think, let's lean into that and just go ultra aggressive. You try to think, oh, let's tie up some loose ends and make sure that we get a pick off and then slow it down and whatever. But for a fast solution for, you know, one map, if they haven't really got that together, I think some more overly aggressive tactics where they're forced to trade down quickly, that could be a nice solution for them, but easy to call that when you're not playing. Sounds fun in theory. King, a legend himself. I was sad when he went to coaching. It sort of seemed, you know, it's hard for us to know exactly what players over in Asia are thinking in terms of their career arc and where they stand and what teams they want to play on. We don't have the goss, you know, but always looked at him as mega talented.
There it is. There's that run you want. There's that pounce.
They
oh
did not.
My God. Jamyoung, 2 backs turned, locked into the logs. Plays it aggressively, but not carelessly. And just goes unnoticed for a very comfortable looking 5 versus 3 in the 5th.
Well, that's, yeah, a very small, huge mistake right there for Vitality.
Again, you could just cut your losses, try to pummel through into the bracket control, but that's where G is going to post up this off in response. Although you do flush that B site of its defenders, they are very much looking to take an emphasis on A while Vitality rock this back towards B.
They figured that out. We've got Jamyoung here, and honestly, they're walking up pretty quickly. Like, I don't think the CT is rotating back soon.
Still
yeah, they have
through.
to re-clear mid. This is such a good call from Vitality.
They could just smoke off CT.
They're just going to go for it.
Yeah, Apex already on the brink of this.
What a move.
It's a bold one from Vitality. Jamyoung chucks his nade back so that he could just play towards the coffin door instead. And barely off the mark there is the half-health ropz. They're going to go boost in the back of sight.
And they fake the banana run back. Let's see if it gets calmed or not.
Add to that this fresh coffin smoke. And you do not have a comfortable retake just yet for TYLOO. Now, there are 2 incendiaries. There is a frag grenade here for G. Definitely tools for the job. ropz getting flushed into the open, drop to the offer, lineup right there, and then Apex cleared.
Nice.
So sure enough, you've got yourself a double man advantage. You've got just strong utility for the retake, and TYLOO piece it together to get their first round on the board.
Wow, it would have come down to the clock if they didn't try to boost at new box. But this from a 3v5. I do love to see this call coming close. I'm also happy to see that TYLOO pull the retake off if, you know, advantageous situations are a problem for them. But, man, that was some Some high-level mind games happening.
Well, you just
Walking
talked
through a
about-
bottom banana smoke.
Yeah, I like that you were talking about, maybe throwing out those mid aggressions when you need. It wasn't mid, it was down banana into the smoke, but it's just that right amount of tempered aggression for TYLOO to fight for openings. And now we're gonna get another one, right? Not afraid of Vitality out of the gate is G this round. Post the op up, ropz is coming. Is he ready for a sniper on this angle? While the banana fight goes Mozia's way, locked into the sandbags, a double kill on his own. There's no flashes over the top, and on top of it, G's op strikes well from the apps. Desperate recovery attempt here from Apex, and he's just trying to get out of here, barely standing on 16 health. Bomb his responsibility. Another moment where TYLOO fight out of the gate, and another moment where they could walk away with a round win.
Not every day you see Vitality struggling to trade, of all things, and we have 2 3v5 starts. This one's actually 2v5 for a second.
Apex not alone here, but feeling the squeeze of a low health bar. And then Mercury is going to deal with Flamesy. So this one gets dire suddenly for the in-game leader. Dead on the reload. That's 2 in a row, TYLOO. G trying to stoke the flames of this upset.
Said, give me some love.
It was a 3-0 start for Vitality on Nuke. Still ended that map with only 4 rounds to their name. Why not spin this one upside down again if you're TYLOO? 4-0 means nothing with 24 rounds of play.
Three kills, instant, no trades back. It's gonna feel like they're losing if they drop this round as well.
Mezzy eating those flashes, but it does go both directions.
Uh-oh.
Dangerous game for both those players. Feels like a coin flip who comes out on top with that kill, but Mezzy's got it.
Yeah, he was just a bit more careful.
And now the question will be, how many times can you take these kinds of dangerous starts and get away with it? It was 2 rounds consecutive for TYLOO, taking the first fight on their terms, but now it's a man disadvantage.
I don't mind though, you know, because if they're gonna have a bad half overall and they play slowly, it's gonna maybe even be worse. So this one's just not super careful about how they approach that clear. Jamyoung peppered through car. This 3B push, they got to leave with something though. They can't just all fall out of this. So they'll get a check in, but they don't have a deep smoke. So now they just have a long rotate, and Vitality aren't scared about it because they haven't put pressure down B. I think, yeah, TYLOO just kind of, they can't make that full conviction rotation right now. And they've left pit wide open.
Getting flashes on the process, but G has done a good job of avoiding it out of the gate. Attacker single kill, and a ton of pressure on Jamyoung with so much distance still to cover. That is Vitality breaking down the doors of the A site.
Staying organized there is definitely difficult, so I don't want to minimize that, but there's a few things. And keeping inventory how many nades you have left, they want to go for that 3B play. Unless they're going to go for some kind of lead off, then, you know, it's gonna kind of mess up your rotations when you go back, but you can't leave someone there, and you can't leave B smoked, and the CTs are just over off doing their own thing. Could come back to B at any moment, and you can't stop them. And then over on the A site, once you've full cleared it, you don't have a double pit setup, you don't have a pit site setup, and those are definitely going to be the strongest versus Halls and Lane. But TYLOO have been really focusing on Arch, which maybe that's something that they thought was going to be a thing for this specific match, but so far there has been a lot of lane takes. Back default's a great spot. Cold is a great spot as well, but it's even stronger when you have someone mini pit, when you have someone in big. Even if you're in big pit and you smoke a molly and they can't see you, that slows things down, even if you don't move. So even the threat of presence is just as good as presence sometimes. I definitely recommend using balcony as well to try to stop lane. You got some great angles to fight early, so you don't just let them in before you take all your duels, and then your 3 players on site are flanking left and right.
If they do ropz, do HE close. If they don't do ropz, do the deep one. Okay, Matu?
You know you're good when they're copying your players' strats.
That constant threat of some kind of antic, even just throwing out that mid smoke. Not for Flamesy, just instantly charging to the other side of it. Good nade damage. Mozia down to half. Oh my god!
Yo.
Jam Young jams himself down Banana with an MP9 double kill to his name. Just totally takes Vitality off guard. Storms them as they try to just hold on to their corners. And that's while losing Mozia behind him.
See, like last round doesn't go well, but now it's 3 banana takes with 2 trades in favor of the CTs each time. Those are pretty astronomical numbers to get in 1/2 versus Vitality. A dink back on Jam Young. Thank goodness for him, he actually lives. So been a spot where TYLOO don't have an extra player over on B. Vitality can't just come through this smoke without being a little bit worried about it. And he's left a lot here. A molly. Won't need that M4, but he really tossed that smoke out early.
Yeah, right, under like no pressure.
No pressure and didn't hear anything and knows that they couldn't have run up B.
There's another one at least. Just scoops it up from the ground.
Yeah, I guess in terms of time, they're okay, but...
Yep. Still has another one at 30, so...
Yeah, okay.
Just guarantees that nobody comes through, even if it does feel early. Still had a little more for the job, and now you've got that player hard dedicated back sight.
They better be watching this smoke, though, if they want to take advantage of it.
Missed Molly. Vitality making mistakes here on the execute. Do still flush the player out of dark, but Jam Young on the side of Coffin, and G catches one with the nade. Rock comes through, and it's a smoke spam out of G.
Wow.
Pressure from the rotate. Diamond in the rough. All of a sudden, we've got TYLOO with yet another answer.
And time was actually a big issue right there. I mean, even if they had got that last kill, they would have had to rush to get that plant in before the retake started. So again, the 2 trades with the MP9, the great utility, here to pair with the pathing from Mozia in the background. Oh man, that's awesome.
Boom.
Certainly trying to make a half of this. TYLOO, though, under pressure on A. This is Vitality just playing with the timing, changing it up. It's a fresh look to just try to flood over top of Balcony. Attacker inside of the pit. Him and Mercury holding the line. It's a second for Attacker, but that's all he's going to get. By G. Another double for G.
Come on now. Now they're stopping the A hits. This one's a lot quick. Tempo change up here for Vitality. No longer just defaults that aren't going that well over on B. And TYLOO can keep up.
It's a flash flood for the A defenders to deal with, and they do enough to give G the confidence to test that Moto smoke.
They're just feeding him energy now. Why does it feel like they're stomping Vitality? They're a round down.
Not in G's mind, they're not.
No. This is an 8-4 half already. Oh, this eco will help.
7 rounds, best case scenario for TYLOO's CT side. Here to string 3 more together.
Kind of impressive how they're just destroying on B. At first I was like, was that luck? And then they did it again, and then they did it again. And I'm like, wait, they got new ways to get 2Ks every single time.
Just slightly different looks but enough to keep Vitality on their toes. It's not every day you catch 2025's #1 off guard. But that has been a case in a few of these. We go to 35 seconds for Vitality. Not a comfortable amount of time to make this ARAP happen, but it is a 5v3 numbers advantage for the take. And a missed shot out of G is going to give a good amount of space over to Vitality. A valuable chance to wrap around into the library. They want this off, and he's going to fight tooth and nail to stop them. Quad kill for G on the anti-eco. Again, just feeding him energy, powering him up as this game goes on.
I wonder if he's still going to the gym every day. He said he's going every day because of Molodoi.
Easy to tap down through these unarmored players.
He might have the right routine.
He'll save the celebrations for the gun rounds and another one inbound here. Round 11, Vitality back to a bye.
I mean, at this point, G stats the series are just, he's got to be best player in the server by like a good margin. Like he's had 3 good maps. He was 15-11 even though they lost 13-3 or whatever on Overpass. He was top ranking on Nuke too, and he's barely started this game. This might be his best series for TYLOO.
Jamyoung still got him covered in the rating coming into this third map, but this would be the one to tip the scales. Never a better moment to do it. Brackets given up.
I mean, between the calling, opping, and entering, Jamyoung's just helping. Oh, he hit him.
That.
He hit him. But fair play to ZywOo. It's a harder target, and he jumps up, and we can kind of sit on that gun. It'll be a nervous moment for G.
Even more nervous
Yikes,
now that the
that's
A
the whole
defense
A site,
starts to fall. Jamyoung's going to try to test by walking through the smoke. And he walks right into Flamesy holding the corner. So a given gift by TYLOO is going to be a vacant A bomb site. Vitality, at the very least, a 6th T round win.
It sounds so sad, doesn't it?
Just the fact that they started this half 4-0. But they will, in fact, leave it.
Yeah, they're
with
gonna
at least 6.
It does feel like that. Sometimes it feels like you can see the upset happening. I guess you hear it when it comes to their comms on Nuke. You see the result of some of the so many rounds coming down to the clock is a shock for me. Seeing Vitality having issues in that department.
Can't be too frustrated. You did indeed hit him. That close. It's more so the A defense that really fell flat. Just when they're thinking about trying to apply pressure, it's only the nade that comes over top.
This will be a quick win for Vitality if they just want to take car control and full exact, because TYLOO are slow on brackets right now. I think.
Ooh. A lot of damage on Mezzy.
Oh, wait, that actually works out very well here for TYLOO. They sussed that one out nicely.
Even more damage with the frag to follow. G's gonna clip the wings of Flamesy towards Arch side and doesn't die to ropz. ropz could try to go split into the B side of things. But now we hit 45 seconds and Apex starts to run that.
Wait, no, yeah,
bomb back.
You're right. They should be going B.
ropz sits in library. The
They're already
A-site
down
players
mid.
start to push off, and I mean, if they come back to ropz towards A, this is done. Oh man, you are stuck inside a banana. Apex knows that the pressure's on now, and he drops to Mercury. It's gonna be ZywOo to have to double back around. deal with this pressure from bottom mid. One down, another to go, confirmed by the utility, but eventually he's gonna have to hit that site, and they're taking the fight to him. That is TYLOO with a 6-round CT side after Vitality kick it off 4-0. This game is on.
It looks like Rob's going to be tested in this pistol round, but he's got dual Berettas over towards the ramp. A confident start from ZywOo, who's already taken space away out in the yard. It's ropz, though, on the chopping block. Dual Berettas fire off, and it's all ropz all day!
Every single individual of this G2 squad refuses to falter at the hands of Vitality. Finally, something comes through in round 11. ZywOo's double kill out through the tip of that windowsill. And with damage done onto Mattis, it's better late than never for ZywOo to step forward as the hero Vitality need. And they needed one 5 rounds ago. Apex gets burned into it, and ZywOo, it's all or nothing. Here or never. And as he eats that flash, they'll come barreling towards his sight. Back's turned, and that is 4 frags deep for ZywOo. Oh, it's the ace!
And Apex has been all over the Mag 7 today. Inferno Banana. That's actually one of the stronger places.
Yeah.
Not if you get HE'd. Ooh. His is a bit deep. Jump shot. Go on, do it.
Surely they know. They must have seen Vitality do this. They must have seen Apex do it.
They're holding nades.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. Yeah, okay. On the stomp. He's not going to jump. He's waiting for commit. He finds a double. Mag 7 back as he finds 4 off the jump. Apex. That's one way for the RNG to fall in your favor.
They've got him in such a good spot.
Flamesy trying again. ropz on trophy. They're going to try to time it so that they both attack at the same time. JL thinking about going for the swing.
It's so hard to coordinate.
Right, who's gonna go first? Oh, with a nade. JL is lucky to be standing as he almost got toppled with a nade out.
They're killing the clock. 35 seconds now. Navi have to make a choice.
Flamesy's in the same corner he's played in the past. Wonderful right here in hut. Meanwhile, 8th floor falls. Navi get the entry. Mezzi, backside. The anchor of anchors. Vitality's king. He sits here, his bit responds, the headshot, Hunter only gets the 2. And so now it is on Ime. And with 15 seconds, he's got to somehow grab that bomb. We've got low health on Mezzi, and they end it.
We'll stop Mouse's approach. Over it goes. Flames again, forcing these kills, and this time he flicks up with ease.
He's extended this advantage even further for Vitality, who can feel the win building up. And no matter how you sliced it in this matchup, there's multiple scores to settle. Vitality, since getting back from the player break in this season, haven't seen them made a final yet. Last time they were here, Mezzi falling short of the finals in London. And Mao's the team that started it all, the beginning of the fall apart for Vitality. Well, they're back now.
Well, we have ourselves a game because it is playoffs on the line, and when we thought the recovery of Vitality after Chengdu was in full effect because of that stomping on Overpass to start this series, it turns out TYLOO just took the wrong challenge. And it's a long road to victory lane for them tonight, but they are very much on it. It's enough of a first half, I'd say, to still remain competitive. They showed us that they're having a willingness to fight that CT side. A 4-0 start for Vitality that still ends dead even 6-6.
Might have struggled maybe in 5v4 situations, but I think the solution was just get 2 kills at once, so it's not a real 5v4, and that's what they did about 3 times on rifles that last half. 6-6 is a big win here for TYLOO. I think they're feeling pretty good about this, and I think Vitality are feeling pretty bad. They're still in a fine position to actually close the series out, but they're not the team that's excited to be this close.
Nah, numerically, Vitality did a good job to start strong, but in terms of momentum, we're talking about TYLOO with hands on the reins at the moment. Oh, that'll help though. ZywOo spams the smoke to get the opening kill in second pistol. Molotov to disrupt the pit hold. ZywOo's not able to get that multi-kill that he very much would have wanted. And now we're talking about an Apex in CT spawn with players creeping all around him. Bomb starts to depart.
That's
Never
nice.
mind, they don't come his way. They leave instead to take a look at B, where he drops that smoke ahead of their arrival. And that's a tough ask to go through that. Not with any flashes, not with a smoke of your own, not with a Molotov to disrupt ropz on this perch.
Apex isn't helping, though. He's back in CT.
They just burst right through, and that's going to lead them into the meat grinder of the dual Berettas. ropz ends up finding his 2, and there's damage on the ones that remain. Still, though, Apex gives a bit of space for them on site. And no kit for the Vitality retake. Attacker's gonna take himself away from Mosia. It's a separated duel towards Banana that Flamesy picks up with ease. 30 health, 1v3, and that is where Vitality are gonna find yet another pistol win, yet another chance at starting a second half strong.
Yeah, I mean, like on the lower end of things, again, where you're looking for G's teammates, for Jamyoung's teammates, that in moments like that, you don't expect them to put up big rounds. And that's where I think, obviously, Vitality are going to have an edge. It's a fortunate first kill for ZywOo. He got what he was looking for, though. It was a spam into mid. Maybe at the least hoping for a good amount of damage or to scare his opponents. Came out with a kill. Shout out to ropz. We really haven't talked about him.
Nope.
He's just been there, kind of. Doing his thing.
Forever and always.
Yeah. It's 2 dually kills in the hold.
I mean, TYLOO did kind of make that hard on themselves, just trying to burst through with 4. But not showing any timidness. We can definitely say that about them. It's kind of been their tale since making that comeback from a 0-4 deficit first half. Kicked off with CT Banana aggression. We had ops peeking deep through the apartments.
They're so nadeable here. I get worried when they're so grouped.
Apex does have the frag, but holding on to it for the time being. Now this B site's looking prime for the taking.
They have full brackets. No one's moving over to help Apex. Why not?
He's gonna sit on coffins.
Okay. Why?
Goes for the entire mag spray. That opens up the door for Jamyoung to come over top. Finds
like
a completely open B site.
It's like they stopped talking to each other there for a second. Or maybe it's just as long as Apex stayed alive, they could have a retake. But kind of wonder why they'd need to do that.
Instead, we're going 4 players on the Banana retake. So I wouldn't even consider that top orange would be occupied.
Yeah, no one. They just don't have a round here. What's happened?
That is a breakdown.
So I turned up the faucet of communication for a second because everything is looking right. I mean, they can 4-1 with brackets and whatever, but like, if no one's coming, they don't have vision on B. B's not even really, you know, it's not that much of a threat to a team that's saving 1 smoke at the top of Banana with full Banana control. The A site and the B site got to work together. I mean, sometimes you're communicating as duos over on sites, but then there has to be some cross-site communication as well, you know, for the macro. And it felt like that was just totally cut off. Like,
especially as Apex didn't have anybody to work with.
Yeah.
Blinded, spams his FAMAS, open invite.
Also, mind you, it's a 5v5. It's not like they're down a player or anything like that, so.
Wow, force buy breakthrough here for TYLOO. I mean, that could be the reference round if Vitality can't get their legs back beneath them. Trying to challenge in front of the fire was Jamyoung. That'll cost you man advantage early. M4 looks to rear its head through the mid challenge. And this is a Vitality that seems to just be signing up for fights at the start of this round to try to take it back quick.
I think that's better for them than it is for TYLOO. They kind of risk it to go for a pickoff really quickly, even though it's Vitality who are 1 away from saving. So might have been a bit of a mistake here for Jamyoung. They still got good guns behind this.
Turn from Mercury.
All right.
I mean, lucky to be alive on 3 points of health, but they'll take that and the momentum that comes with his opening.
Is he gonna bring the bomb late? No. Yeah.
Doubles back onto short side. ZywOo drops down. Would have been heard, of course, so they know where he is locked in. Surely. They try to hone in on it, but the corner occupy comes through. The drop down onto ZywOo, and then the activation through the arch side. We go 1v1. Apex has a huge health advantage. Time is not on Lozia's side, and he will take him down. A single bullet to get the job done. Apex just pushes that one over the line.
1 health, that MP9, that's kind of the ideal weapon, even though it's that far away. Can just peek out, running gun. That was so hard to get back onto the site. Again, it feels like the advice is still very high level, just very general, just like reminders, more so than this is the innovation we need right now, which, I mean, that makes sense. I think it was a little loosey-goosey to probably come in to try to fight like that at the beginning of the round for TYLOO, where they're not playing from a power position, I think. Still had a chance to save it in the end.
And again, Vitality confident. Apex taking the fights down. Banana, Mezzi activates already, and again, just tethered each and every step of the way. ropz there to make the difference this time around, as ZywOo barely disengaged alive from that one, so you'll give a plenty of time for TYLOO to try to piece together the recovery here. And they could just walk their way into that open B bomb site.
So, yeah, they immediately scrambled for A, even though TYLOO aren't committed here at all. They've got a free site to walk into, actually. And they know ZywOo's low, right?
Should.
This is quick. I'll give them that. It's quick to be coming back here after going over to A, but this is not the first time that they're going to have this retake, a totally open B site, and kind of a hard time now. They got to stay coordinated.
Mercury and Attacker take positions in the back of sight. In terms of util to flush them out, we do have the double frag grenades between ZywOo and Flamesy, but what if ZywOo goes down to a first bullet? And they're not holding an open angle, so it is going to give space to the CTs to do exactly what they want, but he survives. 97 damage there on Mercury. ZywOo's low, and they get clipped at the perfect timing. Both T's come out from their corners to activate, and we go tied game, 8 rounds all.
Man, the rotation, maybe it's fine if they win the, wow, if they win the retake or something, but to be honest, that's the second time somehow TYLOO have figured out a way to get to B when it's extremely weak. And it doesn't feel like they're splitting atoms here. They're just kind of going B because it's open.
These nades, 3 health the difference. I thought that kind of timidness from Mercury, just letting the CTs get the retake going, was going to end up costing him, put all the pressure onto the new box player instead, but no sir, survives by just enough. And now we have a desperate looking Vitality as TYLOO are on the brink of taking away this lead. A bottomed out economy unless the Scout Mag 7 and pistols come together right here, right now. And it is a fast look for TYLOO again towards this B site. They are not bet by any kind of resistance on the half wall as they have previously. It's feeling prime for the taking. It is indeed just ZywOo's Scout. Flamesy drops another smoke in front of it. We've seen TYLOO kind of throw caution to the wind and jump through these sorts of smokes. I don't think this would be the round to do it. At the very least, pop it open, try to get through with some element of vision. Still ZywOo shaves one off and gets away. He's already got Mezzi on the rotate nearby. Bomb is planted and gun advantage over to TYLOO, but enough nades certainly for a retake attempt. Further damage out of the Scout as well.
That's a lot. It could get hairy. I love that they just planted the bomb quickly. Tons of pressure on the CTs to go for something quick if they're going to.
Still, you've got to press your way through the smokes. Flash to get it active. Second flash blinds the other two. ropz and Mezzi come together for the frags. Falls onto Mozia, bomb ticking fast, and another one from ZywOo.
Wait, do they have time?
They don't have a kit, so he better hope that he made it on top with still 10 seconds. It's gonna be close. Another close call. Oh,
They got it. Wow.
In the dying moments of that bomb.
You see the time still.
Unreal.
0-0-3-9.
ZywOo is the sub-tick.
And it's his shots, his headshots, and his scout damage, yeah.
Dude. And he gets that final headshot as well.
Oh, man.
Wow. I love that Apex is watching ZywOo's screen as if he doesn't have the same POV in front of him. He's got to see that firsthand experience.
I need to see this shit in real life.
Yeah. Just trying to will it into existence.
How
by
does he do it?
Staring down his screen.
He's got different settings than me, or what?
Apex was about to reach over and hold that E key for him. Wow.
Unk was taking screenshots of photographs.
Just another ZywOo moment. Tough one to stomach if you're TYLOO. But they're gonna just try to play this one with tempo, pace into ZywOo. Take him down while he can offer nothing here in the 18th, and Mezzi is already on a scramble to try to hold back the balcony play as bomb is being planted.
What?
TYLOO look Vitality in the eyes and confidently push their way through that defense. ZywOo gets shredded, and it is going to be a Vitality that may just tuck their tails and save.
No one's coming at them this quickly.
Man advantage for TYLOO in this post plant, and a lot to lose if you're Vitality. This game remains tied at 9-all.
I'm saying nobody is planting that quickly on a take versus Vitality. They're clearing more things out. They're taking their time. TYLOO are getting right down to business quickly. This is a round they had nothing to lose. They ran at this, and they'll suffer some losses in the end. But I think fine with them. The fact that they get away with a win here is crazy.
And at least one Tech 9 for the road. Well, that's enough to keep Vitality on their toes.
This is wild. One Tech 9 frag here.
It's a humbling moment for ZywOo. And nobody else for Vitality in a position to really offer any defense.
Last round was so amazing because they barely pulled off that retake in time because the bomb got planted so quickly. Yep. It's a great idea. Castle early and castle often or something like that.
Flamesy playing around with the banana threat, but again, TYLOO content to fight you.
Round 19. Map 3.
Nice nade.
TYLOO looking to show up in Hong Kong.
Unbelievable that Jamyoung's still alive, taking more and more damage from the util. Vitality trying to fight tooth and nail to get the better of that banana duel.
Here's the lure. Oh.
It's a tough one here for Mezzi. Smoke's been up for some time. They could have crossed already, but instead they've double backed. Gonna be supported by the bomb and everybody for TYLOO on this A approach. We hit 25 seconds, defenders in position, but which way will ZywOo look? Mezzi doesn't get his kill immediately. ropz, it's only one. So ZywOo's gonna tuck himself into the back of this site, and Mezzi's gonna tell him full focus on short. Mezzi dead, it is all ZywOo now, and he hits that headshot onto G. G. Pressure forward from Mozia. And Apex's arrival in from the short side smoked off. Massive health advantage over both. And he knows that bomb plants in the corner. Mercury, it's a Galil and he needs the headshot. No! The cleanest of rifle work needed to put Vitality's IGL down.
Oh, he couldn't buy a bullet. He just needed one. And Mercury had to hit the instant headshot.
This is 6 rounds. Back and forth we went. Until all of a sudden, TYLOO break through.
Oh.
A chance to find footing. He needed those headshots, and he hits them.
Oh, you can feel it now. That's so ridiculous.
A lot on the line with that round. A chance to make a sprint, not just for the finish line of map 3, but a sprint to playoffs in Hong Kong. Right here, right now, versus ZywOo Scout and Pistols. Flamesy trying to be set up. Fast rotation for Vitality. Are TYLOO getting ahead of themselves, or is Jamyoung gonna bail them out again? They want to double back, get the hell away from Banana.
Yeah, I mean, they go fast no matter what. Jamyoung with the spray looks a little bit sloppy right there. Didn't even adjust. Maybe it was slightly blind. And that peak's perfect for ropz.
And pressure further down Banana from Mezzy. You want to fight fire with fire, Vitality will give you that fight.
Yeah. They'll hand you the gas tank. This one's not dead. It's just a little bit scary, but G still up with a smoke. They found this open B site every single time. This round looks like it'll be no different. Oh, wait, that's smoke, and they got Apex to peek on mid.
Yep.
1-1 to sites. Will they think that ropz is playing Arch, or that they've committed 1-1?
Oh, Mezzy's got some hesitation, worried about that arch wrap, doesn't want to leave ropz entirely on his own.
Oh, this is a great call, it looks like.
Wow. TYLOO took
Dude.
their sweet time with this one.
Shout out to G, man. It's all about those, it's the minutia. He gets one free peek from Apex right there for that smoke. You're not going to get a full rotation. He got the kill off that peek.
Mozia nailed it. And then that bomb plant backside, but again, TYLOO's players looking to start to split. This is going to be a critical duel here for Mozia. Oh, it's a little labored. He gets it. Plus G's on for the trade. An 11th for TYLOO. A bottomed out economy for Vitality.
Oh, I don't know about this one, Vitality. Mercury getting that 1v1 clutch, putting them on a save, may have just won them this series. They can win trades. They have the pocket strats. They know when to be aggressive. They found this open B site way too much. I don't know if I've ever seen a team get away with this versus Vitality. Let's just say this year. I haven't seen that ever.
Things felt like they were going so well when those two kills come together, but like you said, that smoke pops on B, and it's why the arch peek comes out from Apex. He knows he overstepped it. He knows he bit.
But it was a good fake.
Yes, sir.
They were split 2-3, you know. It was a very good fake.
So we double them. Let's do better, boys. Let's do better. We need to be there now. Oh,
Well, and the fact is, it's a 2-round game. Yeah, it looks kind of grim from our perspective because TYLOO just looks so fired up and are doing everything right. But the reality is also for Vitality, they've been in sticky spots many, many times. It looked like they were going to lose a lot of the biggest series that they played in, and a lot of their best of threes had comebacks.
Whoa, flash pounce. Good sequence here for the attackers. Mozia, though, the only one with a kill so far. Pressure on ZywOo, and he almost holds it all. But still they puncture through. Still they fight on. Damage is immense, and the flanking out of Apex so well timed. The perfect distraction served up on Moto. Mozia tries to get a little damage in, and it is Flamesy dropped to half health. Does he read the Apex flank? Absolutely, but Flamesy still comes through with the spam. And Vitality fight on.
Such a good read. I wonder if that smoke started coming up or if he was just jumping over it. Either way, Flamesy looked like he did his job really well right there. Covered his teammate, used him as bait. And ZywOo also. This is a extremely high pressure moment. Back default, you can really lose your focus because it's so spammable. Like you could die to one bad peeker. You show yourself unpeak, the guy kills you in the next few bullets. But ZywOo knew there was nowhere to fall back to. It was time to fight, and he got that second kill locked down. Pressure back on TYLOO just like that.
And of course, they bottom out the banks, Tech-9s and utility. And an early look towards Banana. Flamesy, what do you sign up for? Oh, takes a dink! 92 damage off of the pistol, peeks down into it and is dead. You've got support still behind the sandbags, but that player dropped. Attacker on the prowl.
They're coming for it.
Apex on the full retreat in the back of this bomb site. A triple from Attacker. It's been a rough go of it this series from him, but finally a chance to shine. And as that pressure remains high, ZywOo looks to keep the pressure up on Coffins. ropz inside of the smoke, holds. It is a 12th round on the line for TYLOO.
They have to save. I mean, they have no money for this. Wait, that nade. Oh, the molly pushes them back. Oh, they just want to so bad, obviously.
Still though, man, this is a smoke, a flash, a kit for ZywOo.
Yeah.
It's everything he would need. With flash support from Banana comes in, and they're trying to take this fight. It's costing them. And now Mercury's down to just a Glock. The gun is irretrievable as he crosses over. He'll get caught. ZywOo on the bomb.
Are they too late?
Again, it comes down tight, but he's got this, and that is 11. Again, a critical error.
Oh, they've ruined it.
At a critical juncture in this game.
Oh, they tried to chase down that kill into CT. They gave him a frag back. They just had to hide.
Oh, they overplay it. I mean, it has been aggression and tenacity that got them into this game, but it could be the same two elements that cost them.
Do you have to take the bad with the good? It feels like that's what we got this round. And oh, another moment, or ZywOo gets this kill at the final moment. Oh, the odds are so low pulling that off. They would have left if you just let them.
Oh, they know how close they were.
Yeah, and now look what you've got to work with. Now the pressure's really on TYLOO. That was such a golden opportunity.
That is gut-wrenching in so many ways. And no time to collect your thoughts about it, no pause to wash it off, just right back into Banana with 5, right back to a test versus Apex, but it's damage on Jamyoung.
That was about to happily be a save. They were just done. I mean, they would have had no money to bring it to map point again.
Oh, they pounce though. Nades in hand, flash is good, but the boost is even better. Mezzy perched, Flamesy offers one, and a Mercury pistol put down. It's gonna be Vitality with 12. This is TYLOO in a tailspin.
Oh no.
The game was right there.
It was right there. It was done.
G's hands shaking.
Yeah, that's tough, man. I mean, this is the hardest part about the game, right? You've got to put that behind you. It's not over. You have to do it the hard way. You have to go to overtime, but you have to. You're 1 round away now.
But what kind of a bye do they even limp into this one with? It's been force buys 2 rounds in a row, and this third one is lighter than the last.
That is so brutal.
You go up against 2025's #1. You cannot afford to make mistakes, and a clear mistake was made.
Yeah.
A match-losing mistake from TYLOO, unless they can exceed the odds again with this one.
Their A rushes have been hot. But it's a slight fake, and they're going to turn it to B. This is what they've been doing. But I feel like this is something Vitality have to learn from at some point, surely. And they've got bottom B smoked. It's out a bit early. Oh, man, I feel like the gas pedal's been pushed, but now the map vision is all on Vitality. What are they going to do to trick them?
No tricks needed when you soften them up that badly. Another frag grenade in anticipation. Low health bars here for TYLOO, but pedal to the metal, charge into B, dealt with by Apex and Flamesy. That close to playoffs. But if you take a swing at Apex and the rest, you cannot miss, and TYLOO just did. That close, man. that close to playoffs in front of a Hong Kong crowd. And unfortunately now for TYLOO, it's a tougher road. Pain await them as Vitality lock in a chance at revenge versus